Alright, so I came up with this in the middle of the night because I couldn't sleep. Or I could go to sleep rather without knowing that there was something to kind of alert me if there was a predator. So I made a can trip line. It works pretty good. Of course, it might not work, but anything to make any amount of noise to help will do. So yeah, that's what I did for them. And we gave them a little bit of pumpkin last night. I'm gonna put that in the chicken run, refill their minerals, which they spill everywhere. Yeah, looks like they stay pretty warm, so I'm gonna take out some of this and refill the water and their minerals, and we'll be good to go for the day. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good job. Good job. You guys like the pine tree I got you? Spoiled. 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 All right, Mommy's got to go. I will be back so I can lock you up before it gets dark because I'm very paranoid now. I'll leave my little, it looks like a cheap Christmas decoration. That's okay. Whatever keeps them good. All right. Bye. Bye. Yes, this is for you. Come on. All right. We went to Princess Auto. Got the welcome committee here. And we're going to mess around with the fence a little. So, put these down here for now. And I got this wire tightener thingy majiggy. And then to build up my emergency kit for my animals, we got some syringes and we got some veterinary needles. So hopefully we can order some antibiotics to have ready to go just in case anything, that's disgusting, anything happens. And we're gonna go, what? Yes? Can I help you? Did you have a good day? Did you have a good afternoon? What'd you do? What'd you do? What'd you do? Did you do anything? Did you swim? Did you take a bath? Yeah? You missed some feathers. Your back feathers are kind of dirty. You could at least try and reach those. What about you? What'd you do? Yeah? You want to help me with the vents? Okay, let's go. Got my nice clothes on. The snow is here. It's so beautiful out here when it snows. Brought them a little, oh, he has an apple on his neck. Brought them a little, hey, you don't get any apples with molasses and baking soda on it. Get. Tighten. I gotta guard it. Make sure that make sure that the dogs don't get it. Is that yummy? Come on, honey. You seem fine. No! Hey! Get! Bad dog! Get! Thor! Go! Get! You too, old man. Get! I'm sorry, they're so rude, aren't they? They're so rude. Yeah. Thor, why are you back here? The worst. Anyways, I'm gonna leave that there for them to lick. Get, not for you to lick. They've devoured this pumpkin. Now I'm going to take the snow off of it. And I brought them some warm water. I brewed some mullein last night, which is a herb that's really good for lungs, pneumonia, respiratory infections, because they're spoiled and because I was concerned. So, apart from that, it looks like, other than these really confused chickens up here, we're all good. Everyone's holding up pretty well. Oh, I lost some of my windbreak. I just noticed that. Well, I'll tack that up today. What about this? Is this? Yep, that's just slushy water. Cool. Cool. So are you being annoying? Gotta top off their hay. Dan has already left them out, that's why. We told ourselves we would cover this up yesterday and we didn't, so maybe we'll do that this morning. This is messy. Messy. I'm gonna muck out some of this, do a little work. Maybe like this. Hi. Gotta change out your water, huh? Change out your water? Is Thor thinking that he's the star of the show again? Thor, out! You don't want that water. Hi. I'm gonna get you some food. Thor! Get down! You're the worst. This is what happens when you don't go out with a hat on. That's the end of the covered run, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna have to redo that today. Oops. I am here to be annoying. Ha boo boo. Would you like your food? We finally figured out what to do with this tent. And we found a surprise egg in the goat bedding. So far, the chickens hate this. They do not understand. Basically, the bird netting that we were using ripped all to hell, so we took it down. The chicken wire is still holding up. I've got to make some repairs here, but we'll probably keep this area chicken wire covered at least, and then hopefully that area will be snowproof. Hey, that fits perfect. That's not too shabby.
No.
Don't worry too much about the sidewalls.
It's just the door, getting it open for the chicken coop.
Well, you gotta pop up the legs still.
Yeah.
So we'll see how tall it goes. Rooster, that chicken does not want anything to do with your business today. Much better. I thought we were so prepared for winter.
Nope.
I was so wrong. I was so wrong. My wind panels fell down. I gotta get don't want to use staples. I'm probably going to use... I think I need poultry staples for the windbreak around the run. I think we gotta go to Titusville. We've got the legs angled up on cinder blocks so I can open the door. Spread some hay down so it's kind of like a little bit of summer under here. Yeah, I don't know why half of them are out here. I don't know what's good for them. Door's open. I gotta take that bar down. That bar in the middle was supposed to be goat proof. And it worked, but I want it to be more accessible for all the chickens. All right, let's go get some energy drinks and some poultry staples. You are such a bugger, Neppy. Like your minerals? All right, we'll be back. We'll be back. Oh, it's so pretty though. Went to our good friend Crippy Tire. And we got this guy. The goats will have lights today. Chicken. We have a nice little tent put up for you and you're sitting there. You weenie. I think the goats are hiding. What were you doing? Hey. We got you a present. It's welded wire. Neppy's like, what? Want to show the people of the internet your new toy? Hey, put
traction boards.
Put those down. Traction boards?
Traction boards for when you get stuck in the snow.
And how often does that happen, Daniel?
Quite a lot.
We got nothing for you, I'm sorry.
Oh, jeez.
Willard.
Back it up.
He's like, nope. No. 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 You're very cute, but no, you cannot. Willard! He's pushing it. What are you doing? It's not for scratching. Silly. What are you doing? I'm right happy. I got a motion sensor light in there, so it goes off basically whenever they move. Which makes me super happy. They were having a hard time wanting to go in there when it was pitch dark. They like looked at me like, I don't trust it. And then we've got a motion detector light there. That one's still charging. It's probably not going to work until tomorrow night. So we need a little bit more sun. And I'm trying to get all the chickens in the coop for the night. I'm not letting any of them stay out tonight, so I'm under the big tub. Lights on in the coop. Oh my gosh, that was a chore. All right, chickens are in the coop. Oh, it's so satisfying and comforting seeing lights on in the shelters. It really is. And you guys actually can see it on camera. We fenced in the whole barnyard today. That's where the new gate is going to go, in this space here. And yeah, we're gonna take these two panels down. I think Willard's trying to play with the dogs. What are you doing? What are you doing? Thor? Hey. Oh, okay, okay. He eats with the goats. He'll just snack on pumpkin right beside them. Woody, what are you doing to monkey face? What are you doing, monkey face? This one, the worst. I'd show my face, but right now I'm in pajamas and just woke up. But this is the barnyard in the light with the fence up. Obviously it needs to be properly spiked down with posts, like cedar posts like we did over here. But like this is it for now. Right now all the chickens are confused because they're used to going around this way and having it be open, and some of them haven't figured out the new entrance is wide open right there. It's okay. They're lucky they're cute. You trying some pumpkin? You're so cute. I spend a ridiculous amount of time out here with them, especially lately. Just making sure that everything is okay, because I've been so anxious since Harry, and like I want to make sure I'm doing this right. Is this how moms feel? Is it, Mr. Thor? Do you know? It's like, I don't know nothing about that, but I know I like pumpkin. So we're building the extension slowly but surely on the pallet goat shed, and I've said before previously to Dan that we're probably going to tear it down and build a proper barn here in its place. But I don't know, I'm kind of attached to this scrappy shed. I think once it's all done, all the gaps are filled in up top, and once the gate is fully closed in, I think it'll look kind of cool, like very primitive looking. So very, very bushcrafty. So I'm kind of attached to it. So we'll see. We do have space on the other side, and I do want to build multiple pens for the goats because I do count on them multiplying. So yeah, these lights work brilliantly. This guy is already all charged, which makes me happy. Oh, I'm wearing Dan's camo robe and mittens, so that's to turn it on. And I think, yeah, if I walk away it'll turn off, which is great. Hey, don't eat all of it. I know it's good for you, but it's for the chickens too, goober. And this is going to be a project for tomorrow. We originally hauled over this pallet with the intention of using it as a gate, but I only have 2 pallet gates. One is over on my scrappy garden, and one is over in the scrappy chicken run. So not doing that. They're very, very heavy, and they shift the posts quite strongly. Anyways, this is the space on the side of the goat pen that I was talking about where we can actually probably erect the barn. It's a really good size space for it. And then we can have a pen out in the front here, or possibly even like an alleyway going to the forest behind, where we can have all the pens there. And then eventually the plan is to electrify the fences and have them all be hot wired. Yeah, slowly but surely. This canopy tent is working fabulously for keeping the hay dry underneath. And what I'm doing is I'm doing like a rotating compost basically this winter. The bedding from my scrappy little goat shed over there is going into here, where the chickens spread it out, make use of it. And this way I have a dry area to sprinkle their feed on. We're gonna be switching to dry feed tomorrow. They're just finishing off the last soaked feed, so we're gonna switch to dry feed for the winter. I was fermenting it because there's so many good healthy benefits for fermenting it for their immune system, but I do not have space in the house to keep it warm to ferment over the winter, so we're not doing that. But I did just sprinkle wood ash inside, and we're gonna do another wood ash sprinkle out here soon with some diatomaceous earth, just to kind of keep it layered as things are soggy. But I mean, it's padded, and I think that's better than them just being on straight mud, getting their feet encrusted in cold mud and having it freeze. Like, I'd rather have the messy run look by far. A lot of people use sand, and I mean, that's fine if you have a proper enclosed run, but seeing as our netting collapsed yesterday for the run, yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, so let's go inside and get some clothes on that aren't sweatpants. Thor, you wanna go inside? You go inside? Hi, you go inside? Hi, duckies. Vulcan. Oh, he was such a pain in the arse to get in the run yesterday. I was trying to get all of the chickens, in the coop. Yeah, I'm talking about you. In the coop yesterday, he was such a pain in the ass. I also find it hilarious seeing the hoof prints in the snow this year. And, like, these goose prints are ginormous. They look like I have a pet dinosaur, which, I mean, really, I have a flock of pet dinosaurs. What are you doing? Oh, shit. What do you think? What do you think? He really doesn't know what to do when they get like this. He's like, do I play? Do I not play? Buddy, I don't think you could handle that. Okay, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. Come on, let's go. Inside. Inside. Hi. Hi, Tips. Hi, Tips. Come on. Yeah, we got some wood ash going on up here. Mixed with, you know, some duck poop, some goat poop. It's all farm. It's all farming. Gypsy, you want to come inside? You want to stare at the goats first? So I don't know if I've shown it, but this is what the inside of the goat shed looks like. So I do need to push up on the roof a little bit. So what are you doing? Push up on the roof so that the water can drain. And our hay and our tokens of food. And I'm just giving the goobers a little bit of oats, a little bit of grain. When I have corn, I sometimes mix corn into it. And this is a bit of a herb mix I use right now. It kind of changes seasonally based on what I have and what I need to protect against. But right now it is basil, garlic powder, red pepper flakes, and I think that's it. Oh no, parsley flakes as well. So basil, red pepper, and oregano. So that's what we got going on. And that basically helps prevent parasites, worms, all kinds of stuff. If you include herbs in your livestock's diet, scooch, you really are not going to regret it, because it does help so much. I haven't had any issues. Hey. All right, we're going. Haven't had any issues with these guys in terms of worms, mites, lice. I put it in the chicken's food as well. What are you doing? Yeah, I'm going. Come on. You're so excited. We're so excited. All right, I'm gonna put them up here today. This is Willie's. Oh. No, it's not. Okay, this one is Willie's without any pellets in it. Not that the girls care. And I don't put a lot of pellets in it. So that one, get. You've already had yours. Oh, you buggers. Come on. Anyways, whatever. They're all gonna share. Bastards. Here. I normally do this when the chickens are still locked up in the morning, but I was really sleepy this morning, and I didn't. I wasn't able to. All right, I'm just gonna let them sort themselves out. We're just gonna walk away. But yeah, the only other issues I've had is, well, one coyote or fox or feral cat. Apparently, it could have been a feral cat. Is what I asked on one of the homesteading groups, what kind of predators would get a goat nearby, in one of the New Brunswick goat groups on Facebook. So it could have been a feral cat. I don't think it was, because I really think, because he wasn't able to get up and move his legs, I think it might have been a fox, something that would have been able to like pick him up and carry him. Sorry, a coyote, a fox, maybe would have been able to do that. Maybe not though. And a cat, definitely not able to pick up a baby goat. So, okay, I gotta go have my second coffee. We've got some more wood ash emptied out. Oh, calm down, it's just me. So yeah, we had our possible coyote, fox, cat invasion that got Mr. Harry, Sir Harold. And then we had a botfly lay eggs in a chicken's ear when I first got them. So I don't think they built up enough immunity with the garlic powder in their system, because garlic powder is a natural antibiotic. So since then I haven't had any issues since I treated that one, and I treated it with straight garlic. Like, I gave her 4 cloves of garlic a day in her feed, morning and evening. And then the first day she ate all of it. The second day she was like, dude, like, what's with all this garlic? I ate like 2 in the morning, 2 at night. And then on the last day, she really only ate like the garlic as she felt like she needed to, which was cool. So in terms of incidents that have happened on the farm, coyote, botfly, my own dogs. That's it. Which is not terrible. I haven't had a whole flock taken out. I haven't had a whole herd taken out. I'm trying to be gentle with myself, but I am kicking myself in the ass for what happened to Harry. So, trying to be gentle though. We're gonna go drink some coffee now, go up the road, check our phone, and then I'm going to drive around the perimeter of the property and put up some new livestock signs I got in, and some no hunting signs that I'll show you in the car. All right, so these were no signs I have. Sometimes the goats will escape back up here when there's lots of nice forage available when they're free ranging. So I want to get one of these up here for sure. And even though I have There's like red tags for no hunting, and that one that deliberately says no hunting because we do frequently hear them close by that. I think those are the two we're going to go for. Back here, yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Excellent. Alright, so this guy is here. Which is perfect. And you can see, basically I want it so that from this sign to the next point where you see there is a no hunting sign or a tag indicating that this is the property, you want to be able to see that very clearly along your property line. That's awesome. Alrighty. On to the next spot. This gives me such peace of mind. Okay, so you can kind of see from here, I have a slow down livestock crossing sign because Amazon was all out of bad goats free ranging signs, so I got the livestock ones. And here we live off of, basically it's marked, it's named, but we live off of a hunting road, so no one goes down here except for those who own the property here, or who have camps down here, or who are looking for places to hunt. So the big thing is just making it abundantly clear that you can't hunt on this corner because there's livestock here, there's actual humans living here. So I do feel like I need more red tape red markers up here. There's not enough. There's like red tape, but it's from the previous owner. It's like falling off that tree there. So we're gonna have to come back up here with some red circles and put them up. I'm gonna fix this. All right, I separated the signs because it was a little excessive on just one sign. So we've got no trespassing and loose livestock. And then on the other side, we've got, I think that's much better. All right, time to get ready for work. So, slowly building up an arsenal of, oh, can I talk and write at the same time? I don't think that's a skill I have. Okay, slowly building up an arsenal of just materials that I'll need in case of an emergency. One of the things I would have needed for Harry was syringes, needles, and injectable antibiotic for something that was just, severe enough and deep enough where he had been, laying out all night. I really do wonder if I had the antibiotic on hand and was able to actually inject it in the field to him and give him electrolytes right away, if it would have made a difference. And also I want to look up if there's any way to clot or stop internal bleeding. I'm not sure. Might be fatal, but it was for him. So we have thermometers in there. Those are just regular mouth thermometers. I don't know if you can use them as rectal thermometers. I still have to look it up. But 2 are in there with working batteries. We've got some 22 gauge needles. I've got some syringes. What do we got? We got 4 in there. We've got, fuck's sakes. We've got 18 gauge needles in there And we've got nettle. It's a tincture. It's very, very good for them. I've actually got it. This is actually in Polish. My mother got it from a European holistic store. But it has a lot of healthy properties if you put it in water and for the chickens and the goats. So I'm going to have to look those up right down. We got thermometers. And yeah, I gotta look up the rectal thermometer thingy. The info there. And then also need to look up the internal bleeding thing. Because it might have just been a situation where, you know, I would have had to call him anyway. So I made him comfortable, warmed him up, loved him up as much as I could. Does anyone else's goats eat wood ash? Like, they're just chowing down on, I wonder if you can see it from in here. Yeah, they knocked over my wood ash bucket that I had, and I was going to sprinkle it in your bedding, you wieners, and you guys just chowed down on it. Are you enjoying that? That's a weird thing to snack on, but I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Uh-huh. You know, kids, sometimes to tackle larger fires, you must start smaller ones instead. You can find that in the Bible. Leviticus 21:43. My intention this morning was to actually start the gate for the barnyard. But I looked at that clump of crap and I said, not today. Not today. We're getting rid of that before we get more snow. So, got that burning away. I've got a whole, whole garbage bag of metal scrap that I've dug out. Now we're gonna rake through this. And then my husband bought a ton of wood. Okay? And I didn't use the S word. I'm gonna bleep it out, but I didn't use the S word. I used the F word, folks. So, come look at this. Okay? I have to start stacking all of this. What is this? I know. The goats are just really pleased they have a bunch of bark to have, but I don't know where we're gonna put this. He wants a stack on the porch. Cool. Got it. And then we're gonna put another stack behind the house. And then I don't know where else. We're probably gonna have to put a stack inside the covered porch. What do you guys think? Are you gonna help me stack any of this, or are you just gonna stare at me and do that? Neppy. You're so pretty. Silly. So because I work literally like 10 to 12 hours in the winter a week, I think I'm gonna end up putting out weekly videos in the winter. It's gonna be a weekly winter. So that'll be fun for me. It'll help me pass the time. It'll be cool to make some homesteading friends, because I find when it comes to living this lifestyle, having some degree of internet access is key, because that's how you are able to make friends and relationships with other people in the area, the province, the country, whatever, that also homestead and like hanging out outdoors. I didn't grow up doing this life. I grew up in Ontario, so yeah, we're gonna keep churning at the videos, I think, every week. Weekly winters. Catchy. All right. What do I gotta do? Rake. We're gonna rake. Oh, looks so much better though. That's gonna burn down, no problem. All right, chickens, let's dig through the ash. They do like to help. So much work, but so satisfying. Got it. The garbage pile down to that burning pile right now. And this bag of metal. And tarp and whatever the crap, the bird netting. That's what it is. That's what it is. Oh, I need more coffee. Mildred, are you finding some goodies? Mildred's found some goodies. Willy, willy, willy. Is it a good scratch? A good scratch. Hi. Am I a better scratch? Oh, thank you. Alright guys, it's a good day on the farm. I got my coffee. I got a few extra hours of sleep in this morning. It was after stacking all that wood yesterday and putting in these fence posts here. I was super tired, but they're pretty hardy. This one has a little bit of a wiggle to it. So I might pack down a little bit more dirt, and this one's super hardy. It's not moving. So very happy with that. We're gonna put on our gate door today and finish putting the chicken wire on it. I didn't show you guys this yesterday, but that's what we got going on for the gate door. And we picked up an alarm system yesterday. You heard me, an alarm system against predators. I'm really excited to show you. Oh yes, they have multiplied. So we have Ragnar over there in the corner, our OG. And here we have two Ember. I'm not sure. I'm not proficient in the gooseology. And one pilgrim goose, that short one there in the corner. So these honkers here, as my husband said yesterday, if we don't wake up hearing these guys go off when there's a predator around, there's something wrong with us. Yeah. So, I know. What do you think of your friends? What do you think, Ragnar? You're not sure? He's not really impressed with his promotion as chief officer of the Goose Guard. He wasn't expecting to have any friends around delivered. You're still getting used to them, huh? I know. Look how big these boys are. Actually, one's a girl. I'm not sure which one. I think that one, actually, right there is a girl. So we're going to be getting goose eggs, too, next year, which is super exciting. That's Carl Gustav. I don't know. My husband named him. That's Dave. And I forget what he named this one. But I think her name should be Meredith. I think out of all of the gooses, she should have a gentle name. And you can tell she's a female because that's the one that Ragnar's bugging most. He's shaking. He's shaking. He's confused. He's kind of angry. He's been biting them. Yeah. Yeah. I know. Craziness. All right, so let's get to this. I just broke my tripod literally just now. So I'm not sure how exactly we're going to get done filming today, especially at the rate. Ooh, electrical tape. That's what I need. I'm going to go get that. When in doubt, duct tape it up, or electrical tape it up. It's a farm. You can do whatever. Holy cow. We got our OG duckies. I wonder if I have any. Let's see if we can get this going with minimal injuries. So now we've got lights, barnyard closed off, poster in for the gates, and hopefully with all of these changes that we're implementing now super fast, we're doing Harry some justice. Because originally I wasn't going to bother fencing in the barnyard. I was going to worry about that as a later problem. I was just going to keep the kids penned up when they were born. But I mean, realistically, that probably would not have just worked by itself, because kids can be very, very energetic when they're born. Well, not when they're born, but, you know, once they get a little older, they like to jump and run around. So, oh, these are really in there. I'll use my good friend, the poultry staple, to get these in here. Oh, there we go. One out. And I used a piece of chicken wire that is a little too short. Yes, Ragnar. I need 2 more poultry stables. Nice. Are you helping? No offense, but you're not really good at it. No offense. Hi. Okay, I think one or two in the middle on each side. Why not? I hate working when it's starting to thaw, because then it's just like, I don't want to get mud all over my clothes. It's really annoying washing mud from your clothes, especially when you only like live off grid and you only do your laundry, you know, when you absolutely need to. Shout out to my father-in-law and his washing machine. Alrighty, let's bring this guy up. It's actually not that heavy. I don't know why I was so dramatic. Alright, so it's going to be a tall gate, because if you have goats, you know they are escape artists. And not only that, but they will try and jump over any gate that they see you openly using on a regular basis. So I made it super tall. There's a chicken fight going on. It's really amusing when they chest bump each other. Yeah, so I made it super tall just so Juno, Neppy, and Dingbat, Willard, can't jump over it. Willard's not going to try and jump over it anyway. Yeah. We're going to try and put this on without Dan. We'll see how it goes. This actually might be too tall. Oh no. We can just go with it. Okay, I'm gonna put it on first. I'm just gonna put it on first. Put it on first, and then we can make our decision. Because really, it'll just be a matter of me hacking off the 2x4s on this side, taking the screw out of this middle anchor, and dropping this top bar down, and then I can just scale saw off the top 2 bars and then trim this down as I need. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal, Cassandra. Do not make it a big deal. No, that's my coffee. The chicken drank my coffee. Do I continue drinking the coffee? Bastard. Yeah, you want it, don't you? You're like, that was kind of nice. Didn't mind that. Vulcan, go away. Fancy bird. A fancy bird. Where should we put these? I don't know if you can see my issue here, but this T-bar hinge is a little too long. I'm just questioning all my life decisions right now. Okay. Okay. We're gonna make it shorter right now. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna do that first. Four. looked if I know anything. All right. Damn it. Do you mind? I'm gonna lay it down. Lay it down and do this. Oh, that's nice. Okay, here's what we did. We basically took it apart. Since the chicken wire is poultry stapled 3 times, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3 on the back of each 2x4 lengthwise. I just took off the top and the bottom. I folded up the chicken wire, which you can kind of see in here, and trimmed off about 2 inches on each side. So now it is about 4 inches shorter in length, which I think will be much more reasonable for the size of the post. And I was able to put on these boards here are 1 for reinforcement, 2 to make it pretty, because who doesn't like a pretty farm gate? So trim these down. I put this one in first, my little diagonal board. Trim them down to fit snugly in there. Mildred, this is not your video. And same thing over here. Trimmed it down. And Bob's your uncle. So now we either can put it up now, or we can wait for husband to get home. All right, let's see if this works. Now that is bonita. Bonita. Ha. Ha ha. One in the top. Mint. Mint. Okay, now let's check. I might be able to put a latch on this. Oh, come on. Come to me. Alright, we're a little thick, boys. We're a little thick. We are a little thick. Oh, this was tilted back. Okay. So I just got to trim the bottom edge. That ain't no thing. That ain't no thing. All right. now the weight of the gate's pulling up. Oh no! What are we doing? All right, I put in some super long, like 6-inch screws, and it pulled, friggin' science, pulled the post right flush to this fence, which was previously crooked. Now, my suspicion is that since none of these posts are concrete into the ground, I'm going to have to reinforce them, probably with some 2x just diagonally slanting up against the post, going that way toward the camera. So I will do that. I think these are 3-inch, 4-inch screws. I do have other 6-inch screws, or sorry, 5-inch screws inside that are the same length as what I used on this post, but I really just don't want to go inside. So we're going to do the lazy thing. We're just going to hammer these crooked screws out, which we're looking pretty good now. And I'm going to do the same thing to this side to pull this post that way. And that will hopefully give us the exact amount of space that I need to pull this gate closed, which is great. It's going to be shifting anyway with the spring frost and defrost. So, alrighty, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to, is this bigger? Smaller, smaller, bigger. I was looking at the camera. There we go. This is a little trick I've learned from the YouTubes. Oh, that's my face. Okay. I'm gonna grab it, tighten it. Why? Okay, there we go. Oh, you bastard. Guys, that would have been so much more impressive if it would have worked. But I guess I'll just use this as a screwdriver. It normally does, but I think it's because it's on an angle. Juno, please don't. Mommy's broken enough stuff today. You bitch. There's gonna be a lot of bleeps in this video, guys. You think that's for you? Silly. Don't you think about it? All right, folks, so I think that is it this week for our predator proofing. It is Thursday. So since we lost Harry, we made sure to not waste any more time and put up the rest of the barnyard fencing. We put up the gate. I just have to put on the latch for it. And I'm going to get Dan to help me. Actually, no, I'm just going to get Dan to do it when he gets home because my wrist is killing me from using so many power tools this week. So, barnyard fencing is up. The barnyard door, goat shed door is up. Just got to finish filling in the gaps there. We've got our new alarm system installed and ready to go. So all that is left to do is to put the latch on the gate, which I'll get hubby to do that when he gets home. And next week, hopefully, we will be able to order a trail cam to put up in the barnyard as well to keep an eye on the babies. So, I think that's it. I'm going to call it. It is getting really cold. I miss my fleecy already. I just went up the hill with my ginger ale to have a little break and check my social media and upload a short. I'm pretty happy with the progress on this. I think once we have the gate latch on, and keeping all the goats in here, I think it's going to be really sweet. So all we have left to do really is the extension, finish filling the gaps on the shed that you can see in the background there. And on Sunday, we're going to be taking a trip up to Fredericton. And we're going to meet a possible buck that is horned, a little bit bigger than Willie. Willie. To add to our herd. And I think the addition of a horned buck, especially when you're in a location where there is so many predators, is really, really important, because when push comes to shove, it's just an extra level of defense if we don't get to the barnyard in time, or the dogs don't wake us up, or anything. But I think with 4 of these guys here, I think we're gonna be doing pretty good. So we'll keep you updated on that. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, all of that. What do you think, Willie? It's time for dinner? Feeling hungry? We're gonna get going. Bye.